Welcome everyone to another video. I got myself a rare pinnacle of sub-notebook ultra-portable miniaturization, a Sony Vaio vgn-p. Actually, when they were new, the entry-level model was around $1,000 or euro, and I actually nearly purchased one new. The reason why I didn't is that the entry-level model had an only 1.3 GHz Intel Atom, obviously not that fast, and an old-fashioned spinning rotary magnetic storage thing. So let's unpack this one, which was said to be nearly unused or so. And I'm always a little bit suspicious when people write nearly unused and such, nearly like new. If it is true, often it indicates that the device was not very usable. And I'm fully aware of this. And this is also the reason why I didn't purchase it new. So let's take a look at this. This, although not really my color, some special gold or so, is one of the high-end, top-of-the-line products. And this particular one apparently sold in Japan exclusively. And the difference is also that this has a 2 GHz Atom, and those were obviously highly expensive, and also comes with an SSD. And it indeed looks nearly brand new, which is of course very nice. And the other reason why I did not buy this new is this display. While it has a very high resolution of 1600 by something, it is still physically rather small. It's a little bit of a pity they didn't make use of more of this space here with this super-sized bezel. But due to this compromises, I did not buy it when new. And in the latest years I thought iPads are not so usable for me, or tablets in general, because I can't do so much with them on the road, on the go. And I thought, let's try this out. I was watching eBay already for maybe a year for a good model, and the problem is that most people want ridiculously high amounts of money for this, and I'm not willing to spend as much for such a test or for my collection of outstanding PC things. And this exclusive Japanese model is a nice touch for this. Even if I don't find it that usable on the go, it's still a nice piece in the collection of outstanding things that I start together here. I think nearly all models came with LTE built in, and also with some quick start Linux thing. Let's switch it on, which by the way is here. And there's also some key somewhere for some quick start Linux thing, maybe one of these here. But this model has a self-installed Windows 7 or so, so it's probably not coming with this Linux quick start thing anymore, although we don't really need this anyway, so we will exclusively run T2 on it anyway. As you can see, the display is rather small there, so high resolution. Of course, it's using this Intel Atom Power VR, this Pulsbo graphics that already not the best Windows drivers and nearly non-existent Linux drivers. There once was a binary only 3D driver release that only works with just one Ubuntu version or so. So that's not very nice. So when this was new, one could nearly only use it unaccelerated, which is of course a huge pain with this high resolution display, which by the way we could check. It also has this nice ThinkPad-like track point thing here, obviously also due to space reasons here. So this is 1600 by 768. Another compromise is the VGA only. Already a decade ago I preferred digital only connections. So this is another reason why I didn't get it when new, due to all those compromises with a rather high priced unit. As I said, the color is not really mine, but that's what you get second-hand on eBay. And this exclusive thing only came with this gold bronze something color, I think, anyway. Still better than pink or something, I guess. Although I personally would have preferred black, white, or maybe dark red, but whatever. Let's see what else we got here. So some miniature power supply. This is nice. This is the VGA Ethernet adapter thing here for the side. I was afraid it doesn't come with it, but thankfully it comes with it. It indeed looks rather unused, so this is of course really nice. Then I also have a nice travel adapter here for US and European plugs. And so this miniature power supply, this adapter with, of course, the usual Sony only special high density connector thing that plugs in here somehow, however they sort that would work here. However they thought this should plug in, but whatever. And oh, and by the way, now that I have it in mind, so one thing, although it is really tiny, I did not recall it that big. It's actually slightly bigger than I remembered, obviously still tiny. And another thing was the shift placement was somehow, some placement of some buttons was strange. Maybe shift button here was somewhere else, I think. Just adding to the various compromises. Let's take a look on this back, which somehow indeed really looks unused. So this indeed, here's one minor indentation, but aside from this, it really looks pretty new. I have to agree. So there you have it. First look to this marvelous machine. And it is of course slightly ironic that now after 10 years of not that much use, I may be the first one to actually really use it on the go. These buttons do not look perfect here though. Button alignment is not perfect here though. To USB, power, headphone, SD and memory card slot. And of course the battery life is not the most amazing for this small battery. Yeah, very small battery. Oh, gee, it was running, sleeping Windows. Anyway, so much to the first introduction to this Japanese wonder of miniaturization. I will test install my T2 and try to use it. And then I will report back later with some general Linux tips and usability. Of course, I'm fully aware that this is a compromise and I'm actually really curious how I will find it to use on the go here. Typing and working, writing emails. The benefit is of course that I'm not needing rich Windows applications that are slow and cumbersome. I can use my text-only applications and LTE and such. So I'm really curious how this will go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. And don't forget to subscribe for all the next videos to come. I actually could check with the smart mount tools with smart control how many power on hours and start stop cycles this SSD has actually.